What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make some super quick and easy desserts that you can whip up last minute. These are easy, delicious, and use minimal ingredients. So without further ado, let's get started with the first dessert. The first dessert we are going to be making are some super duper easy cookies and cream truffles. These only use 3 ingredients and are super fast and easy to make, no skill required, and they're also so delicious. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is crush up your cookies and cream sandwich cookies, such as Oreos, or you can even use like an off-brand of Oreos if you prefer, or even gluten-free Oreos. So you're going to need the entire package, have it right here on the plate, and we're going to crush them up now. So you can do this a variety of different ways. The best way is probably to put them in like a plastic Ziploc bag and beat them with like a rolling pin or a spoon or even just your hands. Or you can put it in like a food processor or blender and just very gently pulse it because you don't want it to turn into a powder. So you can make crunchier cookies and cream truffles or creamier. So I prefer the creamier. So for that method, you will just crush the Oreos up a bit finer, not quite to a powder, but just try to eliminate any large chunks. But if you want them to have more of a crunch, then you can leave some of those big chunks in there so that you get like the crunchy from the Oreo. So it's totally up to you. I prefer to do it the smoother way, so that's what I'm gonna do really quick. Okay, so I just finished crushing up all of the cookies. And as you can see right now, it's at a really good consistency because it's not quite a powder, but all of the large chunks of cookie have been eliminated. Now it's time to add our cream cheese into the cookies. You have to mix the cream cheese into the crumbles until it is nice and smooth and creamy and well combined. So that can be a little bit tricky. I'll show you a little trick so that it can be easier for you. So here I just have a plate and I'm just going to eyeball it, but I'm just going to take about half of the crumbles and just set it aside. There we go. And now I'm going to take my cream cheese, which is softened to room temperature. I'm going to start out by just mixing it into half of the Oreo crumbles, and then we'll add in the rest. That way they don't all explode right at once. I have my hand mixer here. I feel like using a hand mixer over a stand mixer will give you a little more control here. And I'm just going to blend this up until it's smooth and creamy. Then once the mixture starts to come together a little bit, add in the other half of the Oreos. Okay, so now that our mixture has come together nicely, it's time to roll it into balls. So you just want to roll it into very small balls so you can just pop it in your mouth. The way I like to do this is to roll the balls and then place them on a cookie sheet that is lined with parchment paper. So once all of the mixture is rolled into the small balls, I'm going to pop this cookie sheet into the freezer to chill for 1 hour so that the Oreo balls can firm up and be less tacky. Okay guys, so the Oreo balls are done chilling there in the freezer for 1 hour, and now it's time to dip them. I'm going to be dipping them in Almond Bark, which is like a vanilla flavored coating. You could also use a brand like Candy Melts or something like that, just a sort of coating that will harden. Anyways, I've melted some almond bark right here, and I'm going to be dipping the Oreo balls in it. So just take the ball, coat it evenly with the coating, and then I'll just shake off some of the excess and place it back on the sheet of parchment paper. Then I will repeat that same process with the rest of the truffles. Okay, you guys, so the next easy dessert I'm going to teach you how to make are some super easy and delicious no-bake cookies. These cookies are so good, they just melt in your mouth, and they're super easy to make, and you don't even need an oven, hence the name, no-bake cookies. So the biggest piece of advice I can give you for these cookies is measure out all of your ingredients ahead of time. Because once your mixture starts to boil, you're gonna have to move pretty fast. So make sure everything is measured out and ready to go. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing to do is to lay out a piece of non-stick parchment paper ahead of time so that when you're ready to drop your cookies, it's already all set up. Because like I said, you have to work fast once the mixture starts to boil. The next thing we're going to do is add some sugar and cocoa powder and some milk into a large heavy bottom saucepan. Like always, all of the measurements will be in the description below so that you can follow along at home with this recipe. Next, I'm just gonna stir these 3 ingredients together. There we go, it kind of looks like weird chocolate soup. And now I'm just gonna take 1 stick of butter and just place it in the pot. Now I'm going to take this pot over to the stovetop. Okay, so now the butter has melted and the mixture has come to a boil, so I'm gonna let it boil for 1 minute before taking it off the heat. Okay, so I took the mixture off the heat and now it's time to work fast. So I'm going to add in 3 cups of oats, just regular oats, not old-fashioned, and stir that up, along with some peanut butter and some vanilla extract. Now I'm just gonna stir that up until it's nice and combined. Okay, so now that I've scooped out all of the cookies, I'm just going to let them set at room temperature for a little while until they set and are hard, and you can pick them up just like a cookie. Okay, you guys, so that has been making 2 easy desserts that you can whip up last minute. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below if you make any of these recipes. As always, the measurements and ingredients list will be in the description below so you can follow along at home. And make sure you guys subscribe before you go if you aren't already, and come back every single Saturday for new content. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!